guys, it's Jessica from Peace Out Books, and today I'm here with an exciting video where I'm attempting to read only new to me authors this week. I'm not reading all these books this week, but there are possibilities to read them. Also, I've started 2 books already, one on ebook, one on audio, and I'm gonna start a physical one tonight. I'm so excited for this vlog. I have been meaning to read these authors all year, and the end of the year is coming, and I'm like, why have I not read them yet? So I have these amazing authors that I can't wait to get to, but I'm going to talk about the ones I started first. So the very first one I started on my run this morning. I do read on my Kindle and when I run in the morning, and I needed a new ebook, so I gave my patrons like 6 books and I was like, which one do I start first? And they all voted. Actually, it changed after I looked. These 2 were so close. So I asked if I should read Home Run Proposal by Maren Moore, or if I should read The Puck Secret by somebody. I don't remember the author. I can't find it on my Kindle right now, but I will post it here. And this one won when I looked this morning when I ran. So this is the one I started. It is a new adult hockey romance, and it is so good. It is the wrong number situation where she texts something pretty personal to the wrong number. She meant to send it to her friend, but switched 2 numbers, and that's to our hero, who is her brother's nemesis on the hockey team, because their dad had an affair with his mom and then got his mom fired, and their dad's the mayor. So it is very messy situation, but they don't know who each other is right now, so I'm really enjoying it. And then on audio, I am so excited actually. So this is all because of Christy. I did ask also on my Patreon if there were any authors that I should check out for this vlog, and they listed some, and Christy had said Lana Ferguson. I think she just started the arc of her new one and she loved it. She gave it 5 stars. So this one I have had because I bought it at Barnes & Noble because I was like, this looks super cute. I am like 2.5 hours in this audiobook. It is so good. He is like the perfect man. He's a chef and he just wants the best for his daughter, and so he hires the heroine to be the nanny. Little do they know, she used to have an OnlyFans and he was like her biggest fan. But I think she wore a mask and she's like, his voice sounds familiar, but like might be nothing. It is so good so far. Like, I love how much he cares for his daughter. I love how she's trying to get to the daughter and like have movie nights with her and convince her to like cook with her, and it is so good so far. I'm like obsessed so far. So first 2 books that I've started for this vlog, going amazing. So then I have a pile. I have a pile here. I will show you. I don't know what I want to read. I have some that I have to read. I have one that I have to read. Here's my stack. I'm for sure going to be reading Skeletons of Society. This is what I have to read for my book club, Ravished by Romance, that I have with Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers. This one is a mafia romance. That's all I know. I got to meet this author in Stimula in California, and I didn't realize I have a sticker in here, and it says nothing itches quite like dried blood, because it is a mafia romance. So very excited to read this one. And then I would love to read Done and Dusted. I don't know if I want to do the audio of this or read it physically, but this one I've seen amazing things about. It got picked up and published, so maybe I will read Done and Dusted. I think it's just a cowboy romance. That's all I know. I would love to read Where We Started by Ashley Munoz, which is a motorcycle romance. That's all I know about that one. I also had asked on my Instagram between these 2 which I should pick up, Twisted Obsessions, which is a stalker hockey romance and she gets amnesia, or Dom, which is a mafia romance, and last time I looked, Dom was winning, so it might be these 3. I do have Irish by Brittany Nicole, which is a mafia single mom romance, I think, or serial killer. I got a special edition when I met her in Vegas. I was like, where did I go last? And then I do have On Cloud 9 by Kelson Denise Stone. This one is a copy I got sent to me from the authors as well, and this one is, she caught her fiance cheating. A dreamy philanthropic entrepreneur and her longtime office crush declares that he loves her and wants to marry her when she is cheated on. So this looks so good. But these, I guess these 4 plus my ebook, I'm not going to read these all. I want to, but this is tentatively what is on my TBR as everything falls out of these books, because I have some stickers and swag and stuff. So these are tentatively, maybe if I get to those. I want to read it for a week, so I'm hoping to end this vlog Saturday night. I have very ambitious TBR and I barely read during a week, so we're gonna see how this goes. I'm very excited for these, but I am going to keep The Puck Secret as my treadmill book, and I will see where my reading takes me and continue listening to The Nanny. I do want to start a new puzzle, so those are the plans, but I'm gonna go read and update you when I've read some. Hi guys, it is is actually Wednesday and it's 4:30. I just finished up some work and I meant to update you guys like way earlier. I filmed a little clip of me working, but I am reading away. I am juggling though 3 separate books, so I haven't finished anything yet, but I'm almost finished with The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I have 3 hours left of the audio. It is a 13-hour audiobook and this book is way too long. I was loving the beginning. It's really cute because they're kind of like awkward around each other. She is desperate for a job, so she gets hired as a nanny and he is so thankful that she's so qualified. His daughter's mom, he's not with her, she's not in the picture anymore, I don't want to spoil why, and he is raising her, but he's a full-time chef, so he has a really hard time like finding someone to take care of her, and they've had to fire a couple nannies, so she applies and she's hired. And little do they know, they don't know when they first meet, they had a relationship online when she was working for OnlyFans, and she would have a mask on and he wouldn't show his face, and so they know each other by their scars. And so that came out because they'd only ever virtually talked to each other. They're obviously gonna figure things out, but they're really cute. Like it's so awkward in the beginning, but like endearingly awkward. And I did see some reviews though that were like, oh my god, it was so painful, but I didn't think it was painful. I thought they were cute, but it is going on for far too long. This does have a 3.6 rating on Goodreads, which I think is a little harsh, but it's not a 5-star read because it's just taking so long to get to the point. I'm just like, what else can happen in here for 3 more hours of an audiobook? So I've been trying to finish it today while I worked, but I am reading The Puck Secret and I'm obsessed. This book is so good. I'm 40% in. I might actually try to read the rest of this tonight and not just keep it for the treadmill, because I also really want to read the Ashley Munoz book because Tori just read it, the Motorcycle Club one. She read it because I wanted to read it, so she read it before me and she loved it, and I'm super in the mood for something not super contemporary. Like I want something with more like forbidden, darker elements, and I feel like that's going to be really good for that. So yeah, The Puck Secret is so good though because they're like talking. I think I've told you about the synopsis. They texted the wrong number and ended up texting each other, but she is engaged to someone she does not want to be engaged with because her dad wants her to marry him, and he sleeps with whoever whenever he wants to. And so she's mad, and at a party she storms into this room she thinks belongs to this different hockey guy, and it is our hero, and they hate each other in real life. Okay, and so she ends up doing stuff and they still hate each other, but now they're like, oh my god, we have so much chemistry, like we can't stay away from each other. But then they're still talking to each other, texting, not knowing it's each other, falling in love with each other through text, but like physically falling for each other in real life. And then they kind of like hint at the fact that they're like seeing someone through text and they're getting jealous, and they're getting jealous of themselves. I love it so much. It's so cute. So I definitely want to continue on. Yeah, that's everything that's happening. I'm super busy with lots of work things going on, lots of big projects that are really exciting, but yeah, I just want to read though. I got into bed to read last night, and for Tori's reading sprints, literally for her second sprint for 30 minutes, I fell asleep for 25 minutes of that. I woke up again when she came back on. So I need to stay up tonight and read. I did get a solid 8 hours of sleep last night though, and that felt so good. I have not gotten 8 hours in a while because I've been too busy staying up reading until like 11:30 at night. So I get up at 6:15. So I need to make sure I go to bed before 10:30 so I can get enough sleep. But that's everything I have. So I am going to edit a video now and then have some dinner and read more of my books, though I think we have a new episode of something. Oh, Beverly Hills is on tonight. I don't know if we have a new episode of anything to watch. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills came back and we are eating that up. So that's what I have for you. I will go ahead and get going and update you when I've read more. I have some updates for you. So I finished The Puck Secret yesterday during my reading sprints. It might be a favorite book of the year for me. The angst in this book, and we have like so many tropes in here because it's serious hate to love, because her dad had an affair with his mom who worked for him because he's the mayor. It came out, the mayor freaked out, dumped the mom, fired her. Now they don't have a lot of money, she doesn't have a good job, he's mad. She's a single mom. He doesn't get along well with his dad, and he is a hotshot hockey player. He's the captain. He's got an attitude. He's always sleeping around, and it is his teammate's sister who he also hates that he falls for. But it's also, they are texting each other, and it's the wrong number situation where she texts the wrong number and they're texting, they're falling in love through text, but they don't know who each other really are. And then they're actually falling in love in real life because it's hate to love, and she like wants to sleep with someone because guess what, she's also engaged to someone who's a terrible person, but that her dad wants like a political alliance with, so he's like, you're marrying this guy. And so as like to kind of have autonomy over her life, she's like, I'm gonna go hook up with people because this other guy is cheating on me left and right. So she decides to knock on the door of a hockey player thinking that it's one guy and it's actually the guy she hates, and he's like, what are you doing here? And then she's like, well, I want to do stuff with you. So they do, and then they start falling in love, and it's so angsty because he doesn't want to fall for her, but he falls so hard for her, and it's so good. I was just giddy the entire time I was reading it, and I loved it. Rachel from Fit Teacher Rachel actually has a special edition of this book for sale that I just bought too because I need that edition. And this book is everything. Read it now if you haven't. It's such a pleasant surprise. I haven't heard anybody talking like obsessively about it, but like I'm obsessed. So I'm happy about that. I finished The Nanny. I think I told you guys about it though. It's too long. 4.5 stars. It might have been just in my wrap up. It was a very long book, and I did really love the ending of it though, but it just felt like more towards like 75% mark. It was like really slow when we got some scenes. I was just like, why do we need to see them going on a date again and like all this stuff? So I'm giving it 4.5 stars though, because like the beginning I loved, then it slowed down, but then like the end was super good and I really liked it, especially the relationship with the daughter and her kind of insecurities because of what happened with her mom and her aunt in the picture now too. So it was really good, but like I said, a little too long, but it was adorable how like awkward they were with each other because they like liked each other but didn't know how to tell each other. I really liked it. So far this vlog is starting off like really good. So I am now 10% into the Ashley Munoz. I'm hopefully gonna finish this by tomorrow because I have an arc that landed on my Kindle. You guys, I'm gonna freak. I cannot say what it is, but literal all-time favorite author arc on my Kindle right now, but I want to do this vlog, so I'm gonna finish this, read that, then come back to this vlog. I did start You Again. I'm like 15 minutes into this audiobook, like I cannot tell you anything, but I am going on a walk with my dogs tomorrow while I will be listening to my audio. I'm going to my parents' house tomorrow to watch their dogs because both my parents are out of town, and it's just gonna be a nice day. I do have to work in the morning. There were some things I just could not finish today. I already worked like an 8-hour day today on top of filming and doing some other stuff, so I really worked like a 10-hour day. It was a long day, but I had a lot to get done for clients, and so I have to work a little bit tomorrow morning to do a couple things because we are launching stuff for Artemis next week, so there's a lot I have to make sure is like ready for the launch. But yeah, I'm also shopping like crazy online, thinking of gifts to buy friends and family, and I'm stressing, but it'll be okay. So that is what is going on. I'm gonna go and read and chat with you guys tomorrow. I do not remember the last time I talked to you. It might have been in here, it might not have been. I know I showed you a couple of different B-roll things happening. It is Monday. I'm putting this up in 2 days. I am going to end tomorrow though because I actually started a new book. So I have lots to update you on. I don't know, I think I haven't talked to you in a while. So Ashley Munoz's book I finished, 5 stars. So good. Kind of more 4.5 because the ending was not my favorite with how the MC stuff was handled because I was a little confused. So this one is a second chance romance, and she hated the MC life, and his family was like very religious, homeschooled him. He was like not part of that until he met her, and then he was hanging around more, and she really broke things off because of certain things, and now she's back 8 years later when her dad died at her dad's funeral, and her ex is now the president of a motorcycle club. So they have a lot to work through, and there's like danger involved, like with other rival clubs, and it's very MC, but not dark. Like, not a lot of dark things happen, but it definitely is MC, and I think this is like MC light. So if you're interested in getting into motorcycle romances, highly recommend reading this one. But the ending like kind of didn't make sense with some of like the explanations happening with like the MC like politics, but the romance was amazing, super angsty. So 4.5, but rounding up to 5. I'm pleasantly surprised, so excited for the next one. It better be Killian and her friend. I don't remember her friend's name, Laura maybe? Better be them. Super excited. I finished You Again today, and I think I'm gonna give this one like 3.5, 4 stars, because I listened to the audio, which was pretty good, and it was good. So I was surprised, because it really is When Harry Met Sally, because it jumps a lot of time. So like they meet, and then we get like flash forward 3 years. They have like a day where they meet again, flash forward 2 years, and then like it keeps on flashing forward until they finally like are at a place in their lives where they're growing close to each other, and it's very friends to lovers. And this does have queer rep. I know when I talked on the Goodreads Choice Awards, I was like, there's no queer romances. She is bisexual, so she had a wife actually, and is really not okay over that breakup, which she's still like trying to get over. And he also has like a breakup going on, and they both have different things about their lives and what they want to do with their lives, and it was good. It was definitely more so on the side of fiction than romance, even though they do end up together, because a lot of it is following just like their life journey, and the romance just so happens to like come out of them seeing each other all the time. But I found it good. I think that because the romance was like equal to the plot, not necessarily the plot overshadowed the romance, but they are both people that like are not perfect. They definitely have their flaws, which I think people have said they don't like about this book. I did not mind that. So it was more like a 4-star read. Like, I really enjoyed it, watching them fall in love, like as they start being such different people to where they are like by the end, and like how they find their way to each other, and like learning to love and let someone in, because like they both are like really bad at that throughout the book. So I found it good. Was it the best romance of the year? No. Like, should it be on this list for Goodreads? I didn't see it that way, but it was a pretty good read. I am not mad that I read it and listened to the audiobook. However, the one book that I'm reading that I want to finish is For You Guys. So I could have ended the vlog now, and I know I did not read like 70% of the books I talked about in the beginning of this video. We're not going to talk about it. Arc of Caution to the Wind is now on my Kindle, and I cannot think about anything else. So during my run tomorrow, I'm going to finish this book I have. It is Two of a Kind, and it is by Ashley Pines and Eden Emery. It is a sapphic holiday novella, and it is so emotional, and I'm just like eating it up. So the two heroines were friends in college. They actually like had a relationship, and it was more so physical than anything else, but they both were falling for each other. But then the one was like, hey, can I date your friend? And it's a guy friend, and so she's like trying to play it cool, like totally you guys would be great together, even though she's like really falling for her. So she starts dating the guy friend. They end up getting engaged, and he gets cancer and dies, and they hook up at his funeral. And obviously they're both so distraught over this. They have a really strong friend group. Every winter they go to this cabin with these traditions together, and it's their first Christmas without, I think his name was Chris. And so they are like really not wanting to talk to each other, because the one cut her off too after the funeral, because she was so horrified that like they hooked up at her dead best friend's funeral with his fiance. So it's very emotional, and they end up getting snowed into the cabin together because the friends go out to run for groceries, and so the two women are stuck at this cabin together, and then a freak snowstorm happens and they're stuck together. So it's so good so far. It's still like definitely addressing like emotions and like having to be forced to talk to each other and talk it out. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I am 40% in. So on my run, I can finish most of the rest tomorrow and then chat with you guys on my thoughts. So I can't wait to finish and check out more from this author duo. It's just a little surprise sneaking at the end. I'm gonna finish this. So yeah, I did just go see Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes with my sister, and it was a wild ride. A wild ride. That's all I can say about that movie. I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna attempt to stay up late and read Caution to the Wind. So I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Hi guys, it is Tuesday. It's really cold outside. I just had to go pick up the yard from the dogs, and I was like, it is way too cold out here. It is raining as well, so a sweatshirt was not enough. But I have my new sweatshirt I got from Frozen Freckles. It's so cute. I ordered it when I saw it at their table at Love in Vegas, and they didn't have any sizes left, so I ordered it and it came yesterday, and I love it. Though I think I already got a speck of something on it. I am horrible with light colored sweatshirts, but I thought I would give myself a chance. I finished the ebook and I thought it was really cute. I do think I was reading reviews, they weren't like the best. I think it's got like a 3.7 average rating, which is just fine. And I do agree with some of them that the ending was definitely rushed. It did a really good job of building up this angst and these emotions from the one heroine losing her fiance and then them getting snowed in together and like things heating up and then revealing a secret that the other one had kept from them and getting all messy. But I think the ending was rushed. So once they kind of like got over their stuff and wanted to be together, it was like, okay, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, I would have liked a little bit more like dating and like working through things together. So 4 stars though. It was a really cute snowed in Christmas, very emotional, but it's like finally time for them to acknowledge their feelings for each other and stop like hiding from each other and ignoring each other. But as a novella, it was good. I just feel like it just spent like 70% on one thing and then like kind of 20% on the other, and then like 10% as the epilogue. So I would have liked a little bit more balance there of what we were spending time developing. So 4 to 5 stars, but definitely interested to see anything more from these authors. They have other names they go by as well, because I was reading their like author bios at the end that they write under, so definitely gonna check out more from them. But that is the vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely reading a lot of new authors. Pretty much none that I talked about in the beginning of the video, but I am so happy that I read these books because it was so successful. I'm so excited for more from these authors because they were like all almost 4 and 5 star reads, so very impressed. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any new authors you're dying to read or if you've read these books. I would love to hear. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.